Just before we start, we'll switch off the mobile phones. Here today with the WBO with Joe Calzaghe, who will be defending his WBO title against the WBA and WBC champion Kessler from Copenhagen in Denmark on the 3rd of November at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. This is a unification match. This is the fight that everybody's been waiting for. This is the fight that Joe Calzaghe has absolutely thrown me mad to make. Since Kessler said that he wanted to fight him, this is the fight that Joe asked for, and we delivered it. And the fans couldn't ask for a better fight than this one. This I believe, is the best fight around in the world of boxing, in the boxing world today, bar none. So much so that we've already had applications from a lot of the American press who are coming over here for the fight. That's not promotional BS, that's absolutely the truth. We've got a lot of American journalists coming in for this fight. It was Joe's 21st defence of his title. Both fighters are undefeated. Joe's had 43 fights and Kessler's had 39 fights. Between them, they've had 61 stoppages. So they've got quite a big knockout rate between them. So you can obviously expect some fireworks. The fight will go out in Setanta. We've done a deal with Setanta, not just this fight, but for many others. Trevor Reed from Setanta here is, we'll obviously talk about that in a moment. I'm delighted that Setanta involved, because if they hadn't got involved, we would have found it very difficult to deliver this fight, either in England or anywhere else in the world for that matter, but they've really helped to make it happen. And we're very grateful to that, and I'm looking forward to renewing my working relationship with Trevor, who's obviously a real old mate of mine, and we worked together in the early days of ITV. And it's a funny thing, many years ago, and it was quite a few years ago, that when Joe we talked about getting together, I had a meeting in London with Joe and his dad Enzo, and it was the first meeting I had with him, and Trevor was with me. And at that time, Trevor was ITV. And it's funny, we've gone in that full circle, and here we are now, many years later, he's again helping to make things happen. Joe wins this fight. He's 4 fights off of Joe Louis' record, which is some feat. He certainly is the longest reigning active champion in the world today, and obviously the longest reigning champion Britain's ever had. Anyway, his dad's here, Joe's here, Trevor's here. I think Trevor can say a few words before we start. Have some questions.
Yeah, thanks very much, Frank. Good morning, or afternoon as it is now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm obviously delighted that Setanta Sports has joined the top table in boxing. Joe, one of the world's top fighters, and Frank, one of the world's best promoters. As we fast approach the start of our Premier League coverage on Setanta next month, this multi-fight deal with the Sports Network, particularly Joe's upcoming fight with Kessler, completes a fantastic year for us at Setanta. Setanta Sports, we're well known in Ireland and Scotland, but we've been a bit of a complete mystery as far as England's concerned. So remember the name, folks. Setanta, it's not a 70s rock band, Santana or Santanta, it's, remember the name, Setanta. It's a year that's also seen us win rights to 46 live Barclays Premier League games, 60 Scottish Premier League games, 79 Blue Square Premier and Cup games, and the US PGA Tour Golf. And next season, FA Cup and England Internationals Tour back. We'll have more English football on our channel than any other channel. And you can get our 8-channel Setanta pack for only £9.99 a month. Now we believe that represents fantastic value compared with the cost of Sky Sports. We're an affordable addition to Sky Sports, or a very viable alternative. And we're available in more homes, as we're on satellite, cable, Freeview and BT Vision, as opposed to Sky Sports, we're available on satellite or cable only. And one other thing, we're not a pay-per-view channel, we're a subscription channel. Joe will not be on pay-per-view, we'll be on Setanta Sports 1 on the normal subscription channel. And also, an important thing to remember, we will not be taking commercial breaks during our live coverage. And that's not a criticism of our friends at ITV. You know, their commercial imperatives are very different to ours, and they just got very unlucky on Saturday, but it's always a risk taking into our breaks, and that's a risk they took. It'll be commercial break free, our fight coverage or Setanta Sports coverage. That's all I want to bore you with. In more detail, my colleague over there, our commercial director, and I'll be happy to speak to you afterwards, and there's also more detail details about what we've got to offer across the whole range of Satanic sport in the press release. Thanks very much.
Any questions?
No.